Have you ever wondered what allows both the smallest and the largest creatures to survive together in the coldest place on Earth? This is a land where even a single moment of weakness can cost a life. The Arctic, the northernmost edge of the planet, is a realm of bone-chilling cold, endless sheets of ice, and temperatures that can plunge below -50 degrees Fahrenheit. In this unforgiving landscape, survival depends not on chance, but on resilience and adaptation. In the frozen world, the polar bear stands as a picture of strength. Its thick white fur and heavy layer of fat allow it to withstand brutal cold, even when temperatures fall below -50 degrees Fahrenheit. On drifting ice, it waits with patience, watching for seals to surface for air, then striking with sudden precision. Yet the success rate is only about 10 to 20%, showing that even an apex hunter often faces failure. Rapid ice loss now forces this predator to swim longer distances in search of food, turning survival into a costly journey of energy and endurance. Some individuals go hungry for weeks, even months, before finding their next meal. In lean years, they will feed on seabird eggs or leftover remains, proof of their remarkable adaptability. The greatest danger can also come from within. Adult males sometimes threaten cubs, driving females back into the breeding cycle. In this harsh wilderness, even the rulers of the Arctic are never completely safe. If the polar bear is the symbol of ice, the orca is the ruler of the deep, cold seas. They rarely hunt alone. Instead, they rely on teamwork and strategy to surpass every other creature. Within close-knit pods, each member takes on a role: a leader, an attacker, a distractor. This coordination allows them to bring down prey many times their own weight. With speeds reaching nearly 35 miles per hour, pods of orcas are fast enough to corner seals, sharks, and even young whales. They are also known for unique tactics, creating waves to topple ice floes, forcing smaller animals into the water. Their use of echolocation reveals every movement, even in darkness or beneath heavy ice. What sets orcas apart is their ability to pass down knowledge through generations. Each pod has its own distinct dialect of sounds, a cultural identity that strengthens bonds and preserves tradition. Innovative hunting techniques are not only about strength, but are taught and shared, forming a collective legacy. This blend of power, intelligence, and heritage makes the orca a true master of survival in the frozen seas, where culture is as vital as muscle. Among the most vital prey of the Arctic, the caribou stands out for its long migrations that stretch hundreds of miles across ice and snow. With broad antlers and extraordinary endurance, it withstands both freezing winds and the predators that follow its path. For Arctic wolves and indigenous people alike, the caribou is a lifeline. In winter, they dig through deep snow to find lichen and moss, the scarce food that keeps the herd alive. By spring, the caribou are constantly on the move, creating one of the most remarkable migrations on Earth. This journey not only sustains the herd, but also spreads nutrients across the vast land, enriching the Arctic ecosystem. For the Inuit and many other native communities, the caribou is more than food. It is deeply tied to culture and tradition. Through persistence and adaptation, the caribou has become a symbol of the enduring bond between people and nature in the far north. The muskox is one of the ancient survivors of the Ice Age, a living proof of resilience through tens of thousands of years of shifting climates. Its double-layered coat tells the story of survival, a long, coarse outer layer that shields against wind and snow, and a soft inner layer that traps warmth, allowing it to endure temperatures below -50 degrees Fahrenheit. When threatened by Arctic wolves, the herd swiftly forms a defensive circle. Calves stand in the center, while the adults face outward, their powerful curved horns creating a solid wall of protection, a strategy passed down through countless generations. Their diet is built on lichens, grasses, and the sparse plants that grow during the short Arctic summer. By grazing, musk oxen help renew tundra pastures, keeping the ecosystem in balance. This endurance, along with their ecological role, makes them more than protectors of their herd. They are living shields for the Arctic itself. Across the snow-covered lands, the Arctic wolf embodies resilience and unity. They often live in small packs of 5 to 10, relying on close cooperation to survive. Their prey includes Arctic hares, caribou, and even musk oxen. Large and demanding challenges. When hunting, they use coordinated tactics. Some drive the prey to exhaustion, while others wait ahead to intercept. This strategy conserves energy and increases the pack's chance of success. At times, they travel dozens of miles just to follow a caribou herd. Clear proof of extraordinary stamina. The role of the Arctic wolf goes beyond feeding the pack. By keeping caribou and other large populations in check, they help preserve the fragile balance of the ecosystem. Without them, grazing animals could grow too numerous, stripping away scarce vegetation. Their struggles are not only with prey, but with the environment itself. Endless winter nights, piercing cold, and dwindling food supplies. Yet with thick fur, remarkable endurance, and the strength of pack bonds, the Arctic wolf has become one of nature's most resilient survivors. In the white expanse of ice and snow, the snowy owl seems to vanish into its surroundings with a coat of thick, pure white feathers. This perfect camouflage allows it to approach prey unnoticed. Its diet centers on lemmings, Arctic hares, and at times small birds. Snowy owls often perch on high vantage points, waiting patiently for the right moment. Their large eyes see clearly in dim light, able to detect prey from more than half a mile away. Combined with sharp hearing, they can sense even the faintest movement beneath the snow. This gives them the ability to hunt both in the bright days of summer and in the long darkness of winter. When the moment comes, the snowy owl strikes with remarkable speed. Its powerful talons secure the catch in an instant. Through adaptation, keen vision, and silent skill, the snowy owl has become a lasting symbol of strength and perseverance in the far north. In the icy waters of the Arctic Ocean, the walrus appears like a massive block of steel, armed with long, sharp tusks. They live in large herds, forming living walls to shield one another from polar bears. When danger draws near, the group quickly gathers into a circle, the largest standing on the outside, using their weight and tusks as defense. Their main source of life comes from the sea floor. They dive deep to feed on clams, mussels, and other shellfish. With powerful suction, they draw the meat from the shells, leaving empty husks scattered across the seabed. Tusks serve not only as weapons, but also as tools to break ice and to haul themselves onto floes for rest. Walruses depend on sea ice for shelter and for raising their young. It is their unity that secures their survival, proving that in such a harsh world, collective strength can matter even more than individual power. Smaller than many other hunters, the Arctic fox carries remarkable adaptability. Its thick, snow-white coat provides warmth and near-perfect camouflage in the frozen landscape. Its main food is the lemming. It also takes birds, eggs, and makes use of leftover scraps from larger predators. Famous for caching, it hides food beneath the snow to use during lean days. With this smart habit, it can endure long winter months when many species struggle. Arctic foxes often trail polar bears to gather the remnants left after large hunts. This careful strategy saves energy and avoids direct risks. The brutal winter brings many tests, yet agility, planning, and the skill to turn small chances into advantages help the Arctic fox prove that even the smallest creatures can be masters of survival in the far north. The Arctic is a portrait of survival, where only the most adaptable species can endure. Polar bears, orcas, caribou, musk oxen, Arctic wolves, snowy owls, walruses, Arctic foxes, and even northern brown bears. Each has its own strategy, together shaping an ecosystem that is both unforgiving and majestic. They remind us that nature is not only beautiful, but also fragile, deserving protection and respect. Which of these remarkable creatures impressed you most on this journey? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to join us for more inspiring stories from the wild.